Come and join me on today's adventure.
Quite the difference just a couple of weeks makes if you watch my other videos. This is what I mean by a glacial flow creek. She's gonna come up even higher than this. So hello everybody, welcome to a new video, new week. I am in front of the Mineshaft now. So that's where I was in the last video. Had great gold. It was so bright yellow and shiny. I'm pretty sure that was bedrock gold that they dropped around the hole. So obviously I'm going to keep continuing in the same spot again. So let's go over and I'll show you what I've done so far already. This guy is the prospector of champions. He just lays down and waits for me to climb the hill again. So there it is everybody, the antique mining station, the water wheels behind that, the engines are behind that. Everything was set up in a smooth motion to keep this mine shaft empty. Now, what I've done here today already is, you see from the last video the hole was maybe that. I've added all this extra material here now that I've taken. And I'll show you where that is. It's in this bucket right here. I'll show you. Okay, so it's really good looking material, really good looking material. Here's the gold from the last video. As I said, you see those bright shiny yellow ones? That's bedrock gold for sure. So I'm gonna take a little bit more dirt from the edges here and the bottom of the hole the best I can, and then we're gonna do a sample of it. But very cool area. A lot of history down here. Hope by the end of the video I've impressed you. If I did, you know that like and sub, I always appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I'm a new channel and I'm just trying to get my name out there. You know, found a really good claim, remote area. It's hard to get to, but most of the gold is nowadays, everybody. So this here is the drainage pipe to the mine shaft. So that pipe goes right to where the pumping station is. There's still the gearbox right there. If you look over here, underneath there, you'll see another gear. I don't know what these guys were doing, but it looks like there's an axle under there too. But then there's also this. This is a cable. Now this is a high tension cable. Would be from the 30s. But if I follow it, it actually follows, you'll see it follows right back to the creek over there, and then it's anchored to the rock on the bank. So what I think they might have been doing with that cable is that cable went across the creek somewhere, up into those trees. Okay, my hole is a good 3.5 feet down from the surface here. It is a beautiful clay layer under there. Hard stuff to process, but it looks really good. I'm probably just gonna take a little bit more dirt and I'm gonna call that as my sample. So what I have is a scary looking mine shaft in front of me. I got a sleeping dog right there on the other side of the buckets. And I got an ugly pail of dirt here that I gotta clean up. So I'm gonna start cleaning this up. I'll show you a little bit of that and then we'll give it a final pan, everybody. Okay, so how I'm shrinking this down is I'm rubbing my hand around in it, trying to stir up the mud. And as you stir up the mud, it becomes a very thick solution. Very thick solution, okay? So I know I've settled all my good gold to the bottom, then I just go like this. You can get rid of all that bad stuff, because there's no gold in that. Then I'm just left with a little bit of sludge and then a whole bunch of gravels from whatever was classified. So I'm hoping this is a really good sample for us, everybody. I gotta clean up my tools still, all my classifiers, my pan, digging tools, and then we'll cover this hole up and then we'll take a look at the pan. But yeah. That's my sample from the last video. I am on kind of a sketchy rock here. It's very hard to pan, but here's my concentrate. I got my pan ready. Not showing too much panning today, guys. If you want to see how to do that, there's hundreds of videos that I show that in. So I am just going to clean this material up and then we're going to do a final pan, okay? Okay, everybody, I found a little spot here. There's a little bit of a trickling waterfall coming down here. That's the groundwater table. But there's a nice calm little pool here. So let's use this to see what we got. Sure is really nice to know I have a higher up place I can prospect now when the creek is flowing so high. It's right behind me, but it's just raging. Okay. Remember, nice light, in and out. Get out the big rocks that you can. I almost thought that was a piece of some dirty gold, but no. Okay. Oh, look who come over to say hello. Hi, buddy. This guy just come over to say hi. He's eating some grass. And let's finish up here. Whoa, look at that piece. Oh, nice. That is a nice picker. That is a nice picker. Okay, let's see what else is with them. Okay, let's see what we got. Holy smokes, everybody. Look what we got again. Plus we got two really good pickers. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, well, I'm gonna get this together and I'm gonna bring this over to my other sample. And let's just see what the old timers left us. Okay, everybody, so the old timers left lots of gold above that hole, so we're gonna come back to that another day, but I'll just give you a beautiful close-up of that. That's barely, I'd say 3 to 4 buckets of classified material. Okay, I'm so happy that this area has gold. Like, I honestly, I thought it was a 50-50 chance they spilled stuff at the top of that, but knowing how poorly they were at processing, we were a success, everybody. So I hope you guys stay tuned for the next one. Probably come back into this area again. Those were great samples. So, you know, until then, you guys stay safe and we'll be back. Thanks, guys.